So, hi guys, how you doing? Excuse me. How have you been since last week? Yeah. I posted a video last week and I see we have new subscribers. Welcome, Karibu Sana. And thank you so much for subscribing. Make yourself at home. So here you just come as you are. Okay? Just like you're seeing me today, I have come as I am, looking better than I was looking last week. Okay? Hope everything is well on your side. Hope you're carrying on fine. Hope you're being optimistic with, you know, things, general things in life. Yeah, lazima. I kind of like believe that keeping a positive mindset actually does wonders. So regardless of what you're going through currently, I just hope you're keeping a positive mindset out of it. All right, it's so good to be back. I'm really trying to at least post one video every week because now I'm trying to be consistent. Consistency in 2023 is going to be one of the main things that I'm going to be working on. Okay, so here we are. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Julia Gidoi. I am a mother. I'm a mother to three very beautiful children, two boys and one girl. And I am also a wife to one husband whom I respect and I love very much, of course. So today, I'm thinking, I know there's a video I'm supposed to post about my twin pregnancy journey and my experience. Okay, from the series that I posted a few months ago. If you've not watched that, just go watch. You get something out of it. Um, so yeah, that is going to come up once I record it and I post it. All right. Okay. So now let me tell you. Today I thought let us talk about the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room this week is family planning. Hmm? Family planning. And honestly speaking, this Julia seated right here believes that things like family planning, menstruation, things that are just, they're there and they have to be there, are things that people should not be embarrassed to talk about. So I thought, let me talk about family planning today because me, for example, I have had a nasty experience with family planning. And I kind of believe that family planning is a necessary evil. Necessary evil. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, and I'll give a disclaimer. This is purely my experience and my opinion. Everyone else out there has their own opinion and experience of family planning. But this one here, now, whatever we are talking about today, is my experience and my opinion about family planning. Don't you ever wish that there was a kabaton somewhere in our parts of the bodies, eh? That when you feel that, hey, now I think I'm done siring kids, or I think I need to take a break from siring kids, una press to, you just press, and it becomes automatic family planning. Don't you wish that there was such a thing? Because I kind of wish there was such a thing. And first of all, if family planning does not affect you negatively, guy, I hope you're so grateful about that. Like you don't have any reactions to the family planning you're using, whether libido yako going down, or some people, you know gain weight, others lose weight, others you're bleeding like the entire time. If you don't get those side effects of family planning, gosh, I hope you pray like 3 times a day to give thanks to God, because some of us, our experiences, my goodness, may Jesus come down and help us. Me being the first one, actually. Hmm? Um, and also, before I even continue, I have to strongly say that family planning is something that should involve both men and women. Okay? And I will also say that, Mimi, I know so many men are not comfortable with things like vasectomy. Trust you me, I can relate, because as a woman, I am not comfortable with tubal ligation. I am not. I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid of tubal ligation because first of all, like, it's irreversible, right? Um, so I would wake up one morning and say, I think now I have enough money to provide for kids. I think now we have enough money to provide for kids. So we can add one or two kids to the three we have. And when that time comes, um, and maybe I have chosen the tubal ligation way, you know, the only option probably would be adoption. So, well, that is that. Now, let me start saying by saying that for me personally, I have crazy hormonal imbalance. Okay, I have crazy hormonal imbalance, and because of that, um, family planning for me has been a challenge here and there. A challenge because the first time I tried to use family planning, I tried the depot, the 3 months family planning. Give me a second. So I was saying the first thing I tried to use was depot, the one for 3 months, and that was just after I gave birth to Clarence 12 years ago. Okay, so when I tried to when nilidungwa hiyo sindano, when I was injected that depot, I am telling you, I am telling you, the bleeding that I went through, that I experienced, I was literally bleeding from 1 month to the next, like the entire time I am bleeding throughout. Hata I'm surprised I didn't become anemic. Yeah, your time, because I was bleeding. And I asked myself, Kwani this family planning, when you're bleeding, technically nothing can happen. Matters the conjugal rights. Nothing can happen. So I kept asking myself, Kwani this family planning is comes in this way, that okay, you get injected, and that is for me who has hormonal imbalance. You get injected, and then now the way of family planning the family is for you not being intimate with your partner because you're bleeding throughout. That was my first experience. It was nasty, nasty, nasty. And from that time, I got so scared of, so skeptical and scared of family planning that I stayed for years bila bila any family planning method. I think for the better part of those years, because here, what we do is that we talk things openly. Okay, now I already have a child. Uh, that means that I'm already sexually active. All right? Yes, that is something that is rather obvious. I'm already sexually active. That means the fact that now I am sexually active, I need to have something that, I'm protecting myself from either diseases, you know, from siring another kid when I'm not ready. Okay, and those years that I did not use these other methods of family planning, either hormonal or non-hormonal, I of course was using protection, that is condoms. Okay, now come when Mimi, these other times, I will be honest with you, I have been using the power of the Holy Spirit in quotes. And the power of the Holy Spirit is what? Is being able to count my days and pap. But it has backfired on me because it gave me twins. That is actually what gave me twins, because that backfired on me. Now, when I was pregnant with my with Mandy and Sandy, for you to know who Mandy and Sandy is, you may have to go and watch my previous videos so that you can catch up on who I am talking about. Okay. When I was expectant, of course, I saw a gyne, and the gyne, of course, was like, now, since you will be having 4 kids, you need to look at a family planning that will not backfire on you. You find yourself, you have conceived quadruplets the next time, by mistake. And of course, he suggested tube ligation, and I straight up told him, no, 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 I'm not comfortable with tube ligation. And he asked me, why are you not comfortable with tube ligation? And I told him, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. And what I meant by that, I'll be very honest with you. What I meant by that was I could lose a child, and I lost a child. So yeah, that was my answer. So eventually, now when I finally gave birth to the twins, okay, I had to figure out, what do I want to use? What do I want to use? And for the longest time, since I've told you that me, I have crazy hormonal imbalance, and now that we are here, hey, let me open something that I just ordered. This is Seamoss gel I bought from Eastnut. And this is not an advert, but I'll just show you. I've just gone to pick it a while ago, and I want to taste it, yeah, on camera, because from what I have researched and heard is that Seamoss gel actually balances hormones. So what I'm trying to do now is I want to try and balance my hormones using natural healthy methods. And this is the first option I am trying out. Hopefully it works. So as I open this, I'll continue telling you my experience. So eventually now, after I had given birth to my daughter, our daughter, and of course 6 weeks lapsed. You know, I think that's the time when they tell you after the 6 weeks you can actually conceive them. That's okay. After 6 weeks of giving birth, yes, that is when they give you a go ahead of getting intimate with your partner. Sour. And when I say they, I mean the medics. They give you the go ahead of getting intimate with your partner after 6 weeks. But of course, it's longer for some people. Some people wait even 3 months, others even longer. And I think it's 6 weeks for those who have given birth naturally, I think. I may not be so sure about that. I may not be so sure about people like me who gave birth through CS, which is ironical because I should know. But I think 6 weeks after giving birth is so you're given the leeway of getting intimate with your partner. So I decided to go see a guy because after some time, my bleeding now, my menstruation now came back normally. But now when it came back, it was so heavy, which is, I hear, is normal after you've had CS. Lakini it was so heavy, even months after I had already given birth. Many months after, cause when I went to the guy, he proposed, and I told him that my periods are heavy. Of course, the first thing they did was testing if I have fibroids. Okay. Now, when they tested that and found that I don't, when I went for a scan, I think that one, for you to know that you have fibroids or not, you have to go for a scan, which I went for. This is what it looks like. Okay, I hope you can see. Let me bring it closer for you to see. Hey, I am telling you, it's written Seamoss gel with tamarind and ginger. Okay, it has also been written the benefits here: boosts metabolism, eliminates excess mucus from body, improves immunity, eases joint pain, heals the gut, improves digestion, um, rich in collagen, rich in iodine, improves thyroid function, balances hormones, controls appetite, has 92 of one or two minerals needed by the human body, improves mental and emotional health, boosts libido. Okay, hallelujah. Reduces cholesterol levels, curbs hunger, aids weight loss. Okay, let me see. How to use Seamoss gel. Eat it as it is. That is what I'm about to do. Add to smoothies, porridge, soups, etc. Use tablespoon, 2 tablespoons daily. Sour, sour. Okay. Keep refrigerated for 3 weeks. Freeze for 3 months. Okay, great. So, uh, after I went for a scan and they found that I don't have fibroids, the guy suggested that I use hormonal, uh, the hormonal coil. I know most coils, and that can be confusing because most coils are non-hormonal. Okay, so this one is the Mirena coil, which is hormonal, and it took me time to understand why I have hormonal. Why I opted for he opted for me to use a hormonal family planning method when my hormones are imbalanced. Okay, and then later on is when I understood, okay, my hormones are imbalanced. That means there is one that is either too high than the other one. And the hormones I think we are talking about is progesterone and estrogen. Forgive me if I did not pronounce that correctly. We all don't know everything. Okay? So now I needed something that would add to the hormones you get, so that it can balance my hormones. Okay, and the other reason why he suggested that I use the Mirena coil is because ainanga hizo ma side effects that you gain weight, you lose weight, yeah, nausea and all that. It doesn't have those side effects. The only thing with the Mirena coil is that, okay, I can smell the tangawizi. Okay, it doesn't hey, I can also smell fish. There's that smell of, what are they called, fish, hizo vitu za maji, what are they called? Seafood, yes. There's that scent of seafood in there. All right. So that was the reason he suggested that I use the Mirena coil. The thing about the Mirena coil is that when you're having your periods, you get cramping. And I'm telling you, the very first time I got those cramping, I literally thought I was in labor, yet I was not expectant. It was painful. Painful. When you see Julia rolling in bed, that thing is damn painful. Hmm? Mbaka, that after that very first time, I was like, jeez, I'm removing this thing. I cannot face such pain just because I am trying to not conceive. Hey, it was so painful. My goodness, this thing, it looks like porridge. Huh? Fermented porridge. I'll not show you how it looks like. If you want to know how it looks like, just buy it. But you just know it looks like porridge. But I'll tell you how it tastes. And of course, you'll see my reaction to how it tastes. I'm taking 2 tablespoons right now. I have just chotted with this tablespoon of mine. And I have a plate here, which I'm going to use. And then I'm going to refrigerate the rest. This one is how many? 720 ml, okay? Which should go for 3 weeks. So here it is. Here it is. Dear Lord, help me. Help me that this is something I can withstand. not so bad. I think I've tasted worse things than this. Eh? Not so bad. It's something I can taste. If it's going to balance my hormones, I will eat it until it's over. You better do. You better fix my life. Okay, so yeah. Now, um, the thing is, I feel that after eating this, you need to take some water because it's leaving a certain taste in the mouth that is not very good. It's not very good. Okay, let me finish it and then I'll take water. So that has been my experience with family planning. So I'm currently still. I got the Mirena coil in May, 26th May. So how many months is that? May to June, June to July, July to August, August to September, September to October, October to November. So I'm currently 6 months on. I'm going to seven. I'm almost 7 months with the Mirena coil, and I don't know really. Yes, after the Mirena coil, of course, my menstruation um, became lighter. That it did. But the frustrating thing is that now I was spotting. I could spot like for 2 weeks nonstop. Uh, okay, despite the fact that it was lighter, the spotting for 2 weeks was kind of. It's still there. It's still there. But I don't know. I just want to give myself some time, okay? Because I want to try and understand my body better. Sawa. And I think that is where I end my experience with family planning methods. My goodness, it has not been a walk in the park for me. I think the best way to eat this is put it in the mouth, swallow. Don't try to taste it, just swallow. Because, hey, my goodness, the things we have to do. Jesus, gosh, gosh. Now, if you watched my video up to this point, how does it taste? I can feel the ginger. I cannot feel the tamarind. Maybe it has been swallowed somewhere there by the ginger, but I can't feel the tamarind. For you who don't know what tamarind is, it's ukwaju. Now, yeah, the ginger is what is conspicuous, yes, in there. And I have finished my 2 tablespoons of the day. So tomorrow, I'm going to take it on an empty stomach. I hear you, it's best taken on an empty stomach. So I'll do that tomorrow. Now, if you watched this video up to this point and you've not subscribed, come on, get serious. Please subscribe. Okay? Please subscribe. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, I try to be consistent in this and post at least one video every week. Sawa. Do have a lovely time. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.